The Dallas Cowboys were without a first-round pick this year due to the trade for Amari Cooper, but they still made good use of the 8 selections they did have this past April. I thought the point of attack depth was a plan for them as they went with guys like Connor McGovern out of Penn State and Joe Jackson out of Miami. 7th-round pick Jalen Jelks of Oregon is a player of intrigue who had a lot of buzz heading into the 2018 college football season, and running back Tony Pollard gives them a Swiss Army knife type player who could serve as a receiver if need be. What I like most about the Cowboys draft was their first pick, defensive tackle Tristan Hill out of UCF. Hill was consistently explosive on tape and started to garner a ton of interest at the combine with how he tested. But when you combine his ball get-off, disruptive nature, and ability to sniff out the ball carrier with the coaching that he'll get with defensive line coach Rob Marinelli, Hill has a chance to be special in Big D. I was also a fan of the Michael Jackson selection. He has a lot of Morris Claiborne-like ability within his game. He's a good press corner that uses his hands really well and has above-average ball skills. And stealing Mike Weber in round 7 gives the Cowboys a bona fide RB2 that can also hit the home run just like their all-pro RB1 in Ezekiel Elliott. Weber is tailor-made for the RB2 role, considering that he served in that capacity extremely well at Ohio State. The Cowboys did a solid job in the 8th round with undrafted free agents. Jalen Guyton of North Texas was excellent in the last 2 seasons with the Mean Green after transferring from Notre Dame. He's got the ability to play inside or out. Daniel Wise of Kansas was one of my favorite prospects to speak with down at the East-West Shrine game. He plays a lot like Hill in the sense that he's explosive with his first step, which allows him to be disruptive up front. Chris Westry of Kentucky was one of 4 talented defensive backs coming from that Wildcat secondary. At 6'3", Westry uses his length to make life difficult for opposing receivers. I could also envision him playing inside as a taller slot defender as well. Ricky Walker 2 years ago looked like he was headed for stardom at Virginia Tech, and he dealt with some nagging injuries and started to look like his old self down at the Shrine game this past January. Derek Pooney of Central Missouri was the big man on campus for the Mules and has the athleticism to play guard or tackle at the next level. You want to see small college prospects dominate on film, and that's exactly what he did at Central Missouri. Larry Allen Jr. of Harvard is one of the more athletic linemen in the class. He moves like an H-back in my opinion. It wouldn't surprise me to see him get work at either guard or center down the line. He's a developmental prospect that has some upside. I gave the Cowboys an A for their draft. Without a first-round pick, they still landed a home run with defensive tackle Tristan Hill in round 2 and found a way to get good quality depth with guys like Michael Jackson and Mike Weber, along with building depth along the offensive line with Connor McGovern.